Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of Small Shops, Big Business. I'm your host, Venice Allen, and today we have an exciting personality for you. So please stay tuned. Welcome back, and as promised, we have a very exciting personality today in the name of Amanda James. Amanda James, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, what I know we can expect from today's interview is a lot of motivation and a lot of encouragement. And of course, we can never have too much of that in today's world. So, Amanda, tell us about yourself. Who is this Amanda James?
Well, Amanda James is a young, bubbly personality, lover of people, lover of nature, lover of creativity, and most importantly, lover of God.
Amen.
Right? And friends and family, of course.
Yes,
That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
absolutely.
Yes.
So, you mentioned that you are a lover of plants, which takes us to the next best thing that you do, big thing that you do. Creative House of Plants, etc. That's your business.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. What inspired that move?
Well, how that started, how that came about, some years back, I remember purchasing a plant and someone saw me with it, liked it, and then the word spread. Persons were like, I would like a plant like that. I started buying and selling, and then I realized that why not just do my own thing? Why not just create, do my own productions? And I gave it a try, started doing my own plant arrangements using succulents, which are like cacti and other assortment of plants, and Chinese bamboo. And then it pretty much person say, but I like this, and why don't you try this? And that's how the ideas just kept flowing, and then I just went into it. Didn't have a reason to just stop going. I was just more motivated to go ahead based on the feedback from persons.
Wonderful. So, out of an idea sparked innovation. So, tell me, how do you care for these plants?
Well, these plants are low maintenance. So, how do you care for them? They love sunlight. But once there's a balance where they get average sunlight to maximum exposure, they'll be fine for the succulents and the cacti. But if you're talking about Chinese bamboo, lucky bamboo, which is popularly called lucky bamboo, those plant arrangements do well indoor and with minimum sun exposure. So that's how you care for them.
So, now that you've been in this business for a while, what would you say are the benefits and uses of these plants?
Well, first of all, as many Jamaicans know, plants lift your spirits. You will hear a lot of persons say that. They go in their garden, they get inspired, they get energized, or they just get a plant from someone as a gift and they're just so happy.
Absolutely.
So, benefits and uses would be to lift your spirits, lift your emotions, add that decorative appeal to your space. Wherever you are either living or working, it really does add that creative touch. Benefits of having that as an event would be to also add to the theme of the event, adding that touch of color. And the uses for some of the plants that I use, not only succulents and Chinese bamboo, but I work with other indoor plants and outdoor plants, such as what we affectionately call the ZZ, which is an air purifier. So some of the plants that I use in my arrangements are air purifiers. For example, ZZ, peace lily, aloe vera.
Okay.
So there are additional benefits such as air purification, and also even for the aloe vera, we know that is good to ingest, good for purification and so on. So There are multiple benefits and uses. That's just to name a few.
Absolutely love it, Amanda, especially in an age where so many persons are becoming so health conscious and so much more aware of the benefits of these things that surround us. It's absolutely fabulous what you're doing and all these benefits that can that are so good for just about everyone, you know.
Yes.
Creative House of Plants, etc. What does the name, etc., what does it represent in the business name?
Well, why that was added, if you put the acronym together, it really, well, the acronym, yes, it really does create, you see, get the word hope out of it. So the E was added for the hope, and then the etc. came about because the business has much more to come, and we have many things in the pipeline, and we'll be offering additional services coming soon, and that's what we will pretty much represent. Not only plant arrangements, but we'll definitely have an arm that address other services that customers will require and would be beneficial to our clients, and that's coming soon. So
I like it. I like it. Visionary mindset, the way to go. I mean, that's very good for continuity because, of course, you know, this business has to thrive. Yes. And in a dynamic world where there are things always changing, of course, you want to always think about what else you can do to serve your clients. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So do you have any formal training to do this? Amanda, did you go to any agricultural class or anything of the sort? Because I can tell you, I love plants, and I have tried to grow plants and they have all died. I've talked to them, I've watered them, I've done everything, but my plants do not thrive. So is all this success as a result of any formal training?
Well, no formal training. I must say that I believe it is a gift I really got from God, and it all happened, you know, some years back. So I owe it all to Him. I'm not going to take the credit, but there's still a requirement for me, as someone in this field, to do the necessary research.
Absolutely.
So even though I didn't go to school, it's important for me to stay cutting edge and therefore be on top of my game. And so I will definitely read different resource materials, go online to help me and help me with this gift, to ensure that whatever advice I give the clients are in keeping with what the plants require.
Absolutely.
So I am on a quest for more knowledge, and the sky is the limit. Well, beyond the sky is the limit.
Yes, absolutely,
So,
absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. So I know you also work in the financial sector, and you even mentioned conducting research for this business that you operate. How do you find the time to operate a 9 to 5? You also have this business and, of course, recreational activities. How do you marry all of this to be so successful and efficient at all that you do?
Well, how do I manage it? It's difficult. I'm not going to fluff it. It's very difficult sometimes. Some periods more than some, especially peak periods, like leading up to Christmas and things like that, special holidays, or if there are events that I need to cater for. So it gets difficult, but I try my best to balance. What I realize is very effective for me, and is just really just never stop praying and just asking God for the strength and spending some quiet time with Him. And also with family and friends, you know, taking long drives and just spending time wherever there is a nature scene or anything. Calm. So I try to balance my life. Time management is important, so absolutely. I have to juggle having a schedule and being very intentional about it. That's how I work it out. But it can get challenging, but I'm very motivated to push through. No looking back.
Absolutely. Well, on that very important note of balance, we're going to take a short break. I am sure you are intrigued to hear more from Amanda James, so please stay tuned as we'll be right back with you.
Live TV.
So we're back with Amanda James, and we're speaking about Creative House of Plants, etc. And now we're going to continue on our conversation, a very enlightening conversation, might I add. So Amanda, how has this business impacted you personally and professionally?
Personally, I would say this has impacted me in the area of my Christian journey, how it has pretty much caused my faith to be stretched more, just to really believe that God has the ability to give me the strength, He will, and I will thrive. And it has also helped me to develop business courage.
Yeah.
I would say, to go for things and go and get it. Professionally, it has helped me in the area of networking.
Ah.
So I used to be shy to just tell persons about my business and try to connect. It has now forced me to try to connect, approach persons, give business cards, tell about my business. So it has helped me in the area of networking. And professionally, my creativity, because I am in the field and I know it's competitive, I don't have any other choice but to ensure that I gain more creativity, knowledge of creativity.
So it stretches you.
So it stretches me in different ways and in these areas. But this is just to name a few.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. Who are your sources of support? Because I can only reckon that because you do so much that you need that kind of support, that backative. Who would you say contribute to that?
Well, I won't stop mentioning God. I just can't.
Absolutely.
I won't. But God and my family is very supportive, because my mother and my brother especially, they help me to do different things as it relates to the business and pour into the business in different ways by just adding their support, words of encouragement,
Absolutely.
physical support, time. And those, and my friends, I can't leave my friends out too. I can always call on them to help me with different administrative things pertaining to my business. So I would mention those.
So you have a very solid support.
I would
team.
say yes.
Very
I would say
important.
yes.
Very important. Wonderful. So you mentioned a lot about God. And guys, if you ever see Amanda's business logo, it carries a cross, and I'm sure that it has some connotation to her spiritual journey. But tell us a little bit about that, Amanda. What does the cross on your logo represent?
The cross on the logo represents God just being in the midst of what I do, and God being a big part of my business. And I did my logo, had everything finalized, and thought it was ready to go, until I just really believed that God was saying in my spirit that there was something more that needed to be added.
Yes, something